Hello Curious and welcome back to our channel. In this video we're staying on the topic of celebrities and their families, and as you can imagine from the title, we are going to focus on Sandra Bullock and her famous family. From what places did she adopt her children from? And also, did the children help heal her heart? Who is the man who supported her in building her much desired family? Fasten your seatbelts and grab yourself a drink so you can enjoy this video with us until the very end, since we are very sure that more than one of you will love it. So before we continue and tell you many interesting things about the actress, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Just as if it was one of those romantic films that made her jump to stardom, Sandra Bullock's life has taken another flavor in recent years. And here we wonder how she managed to find a balance between the professional and family life, and also the happiness of finding love again after hitting rock bottom after a devastating divorce. Only after a month, the actress received her first Oscar in February of 2010 for her performance in The Blind Side. Her first son, Louis, who is now 10 years old, had arrived. And in those days, there was a whole series of situations in the life of one of America's so-called girlfriends. And because of that moment on her life, it was clouded. And from the non-attendance of the London premiere for a film which she had just been awarded the Oscar, to the resounding infidelity of her then-husband, Jesse James. However, it was no secret that the actress's fervent desire to have the perfect model family, a situation that made Sandra rise to the heights of the obsession to it to achieve it. And to add to this, the shame of having to deal with her husband's infidelity of tremendous size, plus the fact that little Louis would also have been involved in this separation, and in the middle of an adoption process, and the latter would be the most painful part for her. And in the midst of all this, she adopted her first son, Louis, in 2010 as a single parent despite starting the process with her ex. Jesse had explained himself, stating that infidelity is simply a part of life, and our actress claimed to be a true believer in karma. If her beliefs are accurate, we can only see that now she was given a good life that she has now, and as she now has the family that she has always wanted. Do you believe in karma, Curious? And if you want to know more about their tragic love story, then be sure to click on the link above. Despite this, Sandra Bullock spent several years focusing on her son, who in 2015 was joined by a 3-year-old girl, Layla, who had previously lived in an orphanage in Louisiana. In August of that year, the former model and photographer Bryan Randall appeared in the Hollywood star's life, and we say this because they have been together since Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux's wedding. They have lived together for several years, even though they had stated that in the future they would like to formalize their relationship, but for now they do not feel the need, and they share the care and involvement in the education of the actress's children, since motherhood is the main goal in her life and one that she likes the most. But who exactly is Randall? He also has an adult daughter from a previous relationship, and he quickly adopted the role of a father figure and is even said to treat Sandra's children as his own, the perfect man for the star. And we say this because Bullock has said in an interview that he is super nice. For her children, he's the number one and she's the number two, and she believes that the reason for this is because he's more fun than her. Well, I mean, when it comes to raising children, there always has to be a good cop and the bad cop duo. Everything seems to indicate that this dark part of Sandra Bullock's life has dissipated and she's no longer embarrassed or anything like that. We got to see the star reborn and empowered on a Facebook program hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith, the Red Table Talk, and to congratulate all professions and first responders for their work amidst the coronavirus crisis. Her daughter Layla was by her mother's side the whole time, even sending her own candid message of support to doctors and health workers, including her and her partner donating 6,000 masks to staff at the Los Angeles hospital. Here again we mention karma, and it seems that life still brings back all the good it has done so far. Let's talk a little bit more about the desires of our actress, about something regarding her private life. As the Oscar winner had told us several times in many different interviews in the past, she often talked about how she wanted to be a mother at a very young age, so she felt the urge and desire to do it. However, she also told us that there was someone who intervened with her plans and was the reason why she did not have her first child in her teenage years as she had wished. So who did she refer to? And many speculate it was her mother, and there have been rumors that she can't be a mother, and many others say that she simply decided to adopt because there are so many children out there who are looking for loving families. However, let's move on to the ordeal that the actress went through in order to adopt Layla. In interviews, she commented that the adoption process could vary from 9 months to 15, 16, or even 17 months, and after the placement, the typical time period period between this happening and the legal adoption is 6 to 8 months until it's finalized. Though for her, she said there were some difficulties about which she spoke in an interview. The largest obstacles were privacy and safety of the child. To make sure that when I brought Lewis's sibling into our home, I was able to make sure I could keep things quiet and the child protected for the time that the child was placed. She even revealed that her daughter Layla suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, and the star has said that she was even evaluated to see if it was safe, and in Layla's case, there was a bonding process that had to happen because of her age. However, the issue of privacy is what cost her the most during the whole process. She has talked about Lewis's first meeting with his sister, where she revealed that the first time he met her, he took her by the hand and brought her to his playroom. How very nice. Unfortunately, the adoption caused a lot of controversy in the American tabloid press as she decided to adopt an African American child, though for the actress, this was not a problem. Let us quickly go back to 2018, where the actress talked about why she initially wanted to choose adoption in a tearful interview, where she explained that after the huge disaster caused by Hurricane Katrina in 2005, something in her heart told her that she was destined for motherhood. And that's why she decided to adopt in New Orleans, because she had a feeling that her longing for child would be there. And Bullock makes sure that she gets to spend as much time with her children as possible. And even though they accompany her to work, for example when she went to film the movie Bird Box, and they were with her on the set. And in this aspect, everything is uncertain since we know how demanding it is to be a public figure. With contracts, trips, and appearances everywhere, it is not impossible, but children also need stability and a sense of belonging as any normal child. All the actress can do now is enjoy her motherhood situation and the opportunities to live with her children in one of the most beautiful stages of parenthood, since they are yet to reach their age of adolescence and are at the age when they love spending time with their parents. The actress has shared that the only time she feels stressed is when she has to leave the house to go to work. Instead, her quietest moment of the day is when she knows for sure that both of them have successfully fallen asleep. And believe me, it's not just her who feels this. Pretty sure anyone who has children would agree. The actress has also shared that it is a challenge to try and keep managing and parenting without overprotecting her children, and asked how people are supposed to do this outside of a bubble and show them the difference between right and wrong when everything in life revolves around a screen. However, she also recognizes that she cannot be with them all the time, since she knows full well that when they grow up, they will have to go to a world where they will make their own choices and live with the consequences of their actions, just like every other person in the world. So curious, tell me, what do you think about the beautiful family that Sandra Bullock has formed? Do you think that she will decide to take a break from the world of show business to raise her children? And do you think that her current relationship will last? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos.